Hello everyone. In this video, I will share with you about DevOps. Nowadays, this became the hot subject on the internet. And in this video, we will go through the definition, the, the major item of DevOps to see what is it and how we can apply into the software development. The contents of the video. First of all, we will look an overview about DevOps, why we need the DevOps, and when we apply DevOps, the value we can get. And then we will look more detail about the major items in DevOps. These items will help us improve the productivity for the team. And finally, we look again about the conclusion for DevOps. Okay. DevOps stands for development and operation. Normally, the development team will create the product. They will implement the new feature for the software, and they also do the bug fixing. And the operation team will take responsibility to maintain and deploy the software to the UAT or the production, and they make sure that the software uptime 99%. And also in the most case, when they deploy the software to the UAT or the production, it takes them a lot of time to modify some configuration, or it takes them a lot of time to debug to find out the root cause when the application does not work. With the development team, they understand about the application very well. They know what value for the configuration it should be, and they can support the operation team to do it very quickly. For example, with the Hero software, the operation team may take about 3 or 4 hours or 1 day to change the configuration before deploy it to production. But the development team can do it within 1 hour or 30 minutes. So, development team support the operation team. We cut down the cost that the company is spending for the product. So, in the other word, we improve the productivity for the team. That is why in DevOps it requires the operation team work closely with the development team. Each team will support other team. For example, the operation team can support the development team to install the SQL Server or to create the new virtual machine server, or they can have them to repair development environment very quickly. With this, the development team may take 3 days or 1 week to do it, and the operation team can do it within 1 day or 2 days, very quickly, faster. On the other hand, the development team can support the operation team when they deploy the app to the UAT or production. They also can support the operation team to debug and figure out where is the root cause for the problem they have. Both teams work together. We can cut down the cost and improve the productivity. And we also increase the efficiencies for the app. Oh, we can say that, okay, I believe that the app will work when I deploy. And we get another benefits, a lot of the benefits when two teams work together. They too will similar together. And we can deliver the app to our customer, to our user faster. We get a feedback and we improve the app. And when we apply DevOps, we will cut down the num the amount of the time we use for bug fixing, and we can use that amount of time to we can use that amount of time to add more value into the app. Okay. Okay, move to the next section. In the other word, DevOps is related to the mindset for the development team and the operation team. They need to think that we all succeed or fail together. When the development team they don't know how to install the Unix server, this is not a problem for the development team. This is a problem for operation team and development team. So they need to sit together and fix the issue. And when the operation team they deploy the app to the production server, due to some reason, the app does not work. This is not the problem of operation team. This is also the problem for development team. So they sit together, fix it. Okay. Okay, we move next. We move to the next section. These are some major items in the DevOps, and if we apply, this will continue improve the productivity of the company to the higher level. First of all, this is the collaboration. DevOps emphasize on the communication, collaboration, iteration, automation, and measurement of cooperation between software developer and other IT professional. IT professional we can call them as they belong to the operation team. That team will have the responsibility to maintain the app or deploy the app or manage the server. The collaboration they focus on how the developer, how the development team work with the operation team. Yeah, I think this is simple to understand. And the next is that the automation. You can see that on the left we have integrated software. We will develop the new feature, and then we will the QA will verify the new feature, and then we send the package to the operation team to deploy to the UAT or the production server. and then we will manage the health of the system, how many bugs we have, or some report about the app, and the user will use the app, and they will give us more feedback, and we continue improve it. And with this, we have a lot of the tasks that we do it repeatedly. We do it again, and again. So in DevOps, it rely heavily on the automation tool. For example, with the testing, we can use some tool such as the unit test or the UI test or the integration test to verify the function of the software. This will help us to cut down the number of the time we use for retest every time we deploy the new version of the app. And so that's why the automation is important in the DevOps. And the rest of the item later we will discuss is rely on the automation tool. Okay. The next is the continuous integration. The continuous integration means that when we write a new code, and before you commit the new code into the source control, the new code they need to build and verify the correctness and make sure that the new code will not make the app broken. So usually we have the build server, and when you commit the code, the build server will get the latest version of the source code, and they build them all. They run some kind of the unit test to make sure that the new source code we can build it, and we run the unit test to make sure that all the function still work well. And we can send the report to some leader or manager to manage the health of the system. And in the continuous integration is make sure that the source code is always buildable and correct and work correctly. We will not be surprised when we deploy the app to the production or the UAT, and we surprise that, oh no, the function worked 5 minutes before, but now it's not work. The continuous integration will help us prevent this problem occur. Yeah. The next is the continuous delivery. In the continuous delivery, it means that when we make some change, we have the new feature implement already and ready for deliver, and we commit the new feature into the shop control. And we have some tool. Normally we call it a build server. We get the new code with the new feature, and they will build, and then they will run the unit test or the integration test or the function test, the UI test, a lot of the tests to make sure the function work correctly. And if all the unit tests, all the tests pass, the build server will create the deployment packet. And this deployment packet we can use to deploy to the UAC, or we can send the packet to the client, or we deploy to production at any time we want. Because the deployment packet is okay for release. Yeah. And I also take the notes on this. We have the difference between the continuous delivery and the continuous deployment. In continuous delivery, as I explained to you, when all the unit tests run past, we will create the deployment packet. That's all. If we want to deploy to the production server, we will do it manually. Maybe the team leader will need to click on the button somewhere on the build server, and the build server will take appropriate package to deploy. Or we can copy the packet, we send the email to the client, and then we'll deploy it to the server. The key is that we do it manually. And in the continuous deployment, it looks like continuous delivery, but after creating the deployment packet, the build server continuous deploy to the destination environment such as UAT or production automatically. Please take the notes on that. Deploy to the production automatically. Yes. Yes. When it's built and verify the function work, the system will build to the production automatically. And so, whenever we make the new feature, we merge the code to the short control, and the system will verify the correctness, and they will deploy to the production automatically. The whole process does not need attention from a human, and it relies on the unit test to make sure the function works well. So the unit test is important in this case. For example, if we write the unit test and we make it wrong some case, and so in that case, for example, before we allow the user to transfer the money from their account to another, we need to check that the balance. I I forgot to verify this case, and I still allow the user to transfer money from my account to another, even if they don't have enough money. And the continuous deployment will deploy this new feature to the production immediately, automatically. At that time, the user using the application on the production will get this issue. I mean that they can transfer the money to another account, even if they don't have enough money in their account. So in this case, the unit test, we need to write carefully. The coverage of the unit test, it should be high as possible. Yeah. Okay. We move to the next is that a continuous monitoring. Whenever we make the change in the code, we implement the new feature, the build server will build the shortcuts. Whenever we implement new feature, the build server will build the shortcuts, and they also run a lot high of unit tests, and they can record the number of the fail case, the percentage of the correct of the unit test, the response time, how long it takes to make the call to the top of the web service. Many information. They can show the report to the manager to see the health of the system. And this is the real time. Whenever we make a change in the app, the system will record this information and we can manage it. We can see immediately, oh, we got the issue, we assess so much on the hard drive, and we can improve the system soon. The next is that the continuous testing. Original in the waterfall software development, we usually release to the customer a big feature after a long time, for example 6 months. And with that feature, we may have a lot of bugs. The quality is not good. And then they will use the feature and they give us a feedback and then we improve it. It may take a few months to improve and feedback. And in the continuous, it suggests that we should break the big feature into the smaller, and we try to implement this, and then we deliver that feature to the end user or the customer soon as possible. For example, in every week, I deliver the new version to the user, and they can use the feature and they send out the feedback. We continue to improve it. We do it again, again, again. So finally, the quality for the application will be higher. And when we got the critical issue, it's easy for us to control. We debug, and because we make a small change every time, so we can limit the scope of the issue, and we find out we fix it very soon. Okay. And finally, we will look again about the conclusion for DevOps. DevOps is mean that we need a new mindset, the new tools, and the new skills. The new mindset. This means that development and the operation they work together now. We don't have the case that okay, this issue is for the operation team, not for development team. Now this is our issue. We try to work together, we sit together and we fix it. And we have the new tool. We need to make it automatically soon as possible, much as possible. So we need a lot of tools, such as the build server. We have the Jenkins, we have the TeamCity, we have Docker. We can use. We have the short control such as Git or TFS or SVN. We also need some unit test skill or UI test. We make some integration test also. A lot of skill we need to know. Okay, this is all I want to share about DevOps. If you confused on something or you don't clear, please write me a message. I will try to explain you. Thanks for watching the video.